73 was the high temperature yesterday. The day before that, we were in the 50s. Today, we're in the 60s. We're all over the place as this temperature roller coaster continues. Now, 62 is pretty close to where we should be this time of year. 3 degrees cooler than normal, that normal high being 65 degrees for tomorrow. We're back into the 70s. Yeah, it's hard to believe that this is just the case, but this is what's going on. We're in cold frontal season, and these cold fronts deliver these changeovers in temperatures pretty quickly, and you can see we'll have that morning start in the upper 40s as opposed to the 30s we saw for this morning. So we'll top things out in the low 70s, maybe even a few neighborhoods sneaking towards the mid 70s for the afternoon high. You'll notice we'll sprinkle in a rain chance for tomorrow. We're going to see an increase in clouds through the day, and those clouds may produce a sprinkle here or there, but I don't think we'll see much in the way of measurable rainfall through the course of our Friday. Then that gets us into the weekend, and the weekend's going to be a tale of two very, very different days. For Saturday, we're still going to be dealing with this mild air, so temperatures in the 70s once again. For Sunday, we've got a cold front moving in during the morning, and that's going to produce some rain. Also going to probably fall those temperatures going through the rest of the morning into the afternoon. We're going to probably hover around 50 degrees for most of the day. So here's the timing for Futurecast. We're going to fast forward to 6 a.m. on Saturday. You see that southerly wind flow coming in off the Gulf, so that's going to increase the moisture. We'll just wait for the trigger to produce those showers. That's going to be in the form of the cold front drifting towards the south. For Saturday time frame, you can see very spotty in nature and coverage for that shower potential, but as we get towards Sunday, here we are Saturday evening, you can see the rain's starting to push towards the area, and they'll be moving in a very scattered, maybe broken line. It's not anything intense. We're not expecting severe weather, probably not even much in the way of any thunderstorms, and the rain is going to be fairly light in nature. We're not expecting heavy pockets of rainfall. So this front drives through pretty quickly. So by the time we get towards the afternoon, we're already starting to see clearing skies, but the temperature may be actually falling a few degrees through the day because this front will have some Arctic air behind it. Now, the biggest of the cold is going to stay well off towards the north, but expect some very cold conditions to start the upcoming work and school week. So keep that in mind. Maybe find those heavier jackets and coats. Estimated rainfall from the model that I just showed you. Notice that the widespread trend here is less than 1/2 inch of rainfall and probably even less than 1/3 inch of rainfall. So we're not expecting flood concerns, not expecting severe weather concerns. I mentioned we're going to get kind of clipped by this next Arctic air mass. The cold we're dealing with right now, that starts to exit stage northeast. We'll have some mild air working from the west off towards the east. Here comes that next Arctic blast, and you can see a tongue of that cold air kind of jets its way off towards the southwest. That's what we're going to be experiencing. The bitterly cold air stays up towards the Great Lakes and the northeast. So as that cold air arrives, as we look towards Monday morning, we are going to be dealing with freezing conditions, and the potential is going to be there for hard freeze conditions for our counties in southwestern Mississippi. So duration of freezing temperatures anywhere from 3 to 10 hours. Everyone across our viewing area, take care of people, pets, and plants Sunday night going into Monday morning. For those folks across the state line in southwestern Mississippi, time to start considering maybe having the pipes ready to go. That's because we're forecasting 20s for morning lows for the Metro Baton Rouge area, but mid-20s and maybe even some low 20s as you go across the state line. So it's 62 today. It's going to be 73 for the high Friday and Saturday. And then by Sunday, we're with a high of 53. And then Monday morning, we're with a low of 28. So a significant drop off is going to be in place. We may not even warm out of the 40s for Monday afternoon. And then maybe another brief light freeze for Tuesday morning as well. And then it's another quick warm up heading into the middle of next